What's up, guys? This is Byron once again, and welcome to the 18th episode of What's Going On with Triple B in Life. For this evening, I would like to get everything off my mind from what has been occurring throughout the recent events of the world and also myself. In other words, I would like to talk about what I've done recently and the current events that I've been going through. Despite the U.S. Capitol riots and Asian hate that have been recently going on for quite some time, although it hasn't been happening around me because I was never involved or encouraged in any of these events, but still I'm just talking about the current events and also like any personal events that I've been going through. So without further ado, let's start off with my recent time outside of social media. And also, before we get started, I would like to say happy birthday to one of my folks who went to middle school with me. His name's Jordan McDonald. So Jordan, if you're watching this, happy birthday. Where was I? Oh yes. So other than college studies and all that, I've been spending time with my family like everybody has been. I went for a walk at one of our local parks with my mom, and let me tell you, everything looked a hell lot better than what it was last year because of the pandemic that we're in. Because last year, almost everything was unavailable since, we were under quarantine at the time. The restrooms and water fountains, they were unavailable. But this year, it looked a lot normal with everything and everybody being around. I'm telling you, it was really nice. I also got to spend the night with my paternal grandparents, which I haven't done that in a couple of years. But, it was great. While I was with my grandparents, we got to watch a new show that's on Sci-Fi. It's called Resident Alien. It's a really interesting show, by the way. And what was best is that I got to take one of my virtual classes there, which was, really interesting. Not only that, but I got to hang out with my friend Nate Deadman, for the second time this year, which was an awesome experience that we had. With warmer weather and such. We went out to eat at Frisch's, which was, it was okay. Because of the food that I had, kind of screwed my stomach up, I'm not gonna lie. Well, here's the thing. I'm okay, though. If you're wondering, I had fish and chips, a cooked drink, and a hot fudge sundae. In fact, Nathan and I actually both had it for dessert, which, it was interesting. Well, let's just say that the fried fish that I ate was a little too crunchy, and it somehow made my stomach upset. Although my friend had a Big Mac and fries, which was also interesting. Well, here's the thing, especially with the food and how I would rate Frisch's. Although I don't hate Frisch's, it's just that the next time I go there, I would rather have their burgers, salads, or soups. Not just anything fried. Or wait, wasn't maybe the tartar sauce that almost made me sick? To tell you the truth, I have no clue. So afterwards, we went shopping for a little bit at a couple of stores like Half Price Books and GameStop, which my friend Nathan already bought some video games from both of those stores. One was a game for a PlayStation 2, and another was either a Mortal Kombat game or the Call of Duty game, which is called Call of Duty Black Ops 4. Then Nathan showed me around another town where he grew up. We visited his grandfather's gravestone, and I got to meet his guardian who watched my friend for a bit when he was a kid. His name's Dave, and let me tell you, he is a very nice gentleman. On the other hand, I had an in-person class that I took in college this semester. Well, I actually had it a couple weeks ago. And it was a very different experience for me because I take a couple classes in the evening, well, kind of, and videography is one of them. It was basically great. Not only that we got to take notes and testing our cameras, but some of us also got to try out the shoulder lens, which is kind of like a tripod, but you put it on your shoulder, and you hold on to it while you're filming, which is really cool. Plus, I thought it felt quite better than last year, like, I'm not gonna lie. You know what, I think it's about time to show off a couple of things that I got these past few weeks. Stand up. So, what I want to let you guys know is that I'm not usually allowed to show my brother's games, and I totally respect that because he doesn't want me to go ahead and just, show any of the video games that he owns, but this is an exception because I actually own this game. The first thing that I had recently obtained is a video game that my mom's boyfriend bought me. He knows that I like one of the gaming franchises so much, and that is Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted. Pretty sure you guys all know what it is. It is a survival horror game, as we all know, that was originally released as a virtual reality game. Well, I'm not talking about the first Five Nights at Freddy's game. That one was just, some kind of it's just a game for, like, the desktop and software. But this one is the one that came out as a VR game. I mean, it's quite odd because Nintendo decided to turn this VR game into a regular video game for the Switch. It's really cool. Besides, this is the Nintendo Switch version of the game, and I'm interested in playing it anytime, so, yeah. You know, here's the thing. I love Five Nights at Freddy's ever since it first came out when I was 14. Although my family members didn't want me to play it for some reason because, like, oh, these animatronics are demons. Well, I mean, there is a story behind this. Well, just a fictional story behind all of this, especially when you learn about the gaming franchise and such. Although I didn't know what it was until a month after it was released. And I didn't play any of the games till after I graduated middle school. I also used to have a Five Nights at Freddy's blanket, which I think we still have it somewhere. I don't know. And also a Five Nights at Freddy's phone case that I had when I was 15. But here's the thing, I have no idea if I still have it anymore, so I think we probably got rid of it or something, because there were times where I dropped the phone by mistake, and the case kind of broke a little bit. Yeah, it kind of did. Plus, there was a sharp end that the case had right after one piece broke off. And I thought it would be dangerous to keep it that way, so, since it was not worth keeping it for a while, despite that, I still like Five Nights at Freddy's. Speaking of Five Nights at Freddy's, I would actually like to go ahead and just give a shout out to this poster I have right behind me. It's really cool, because, and here's the thing, I also bought this from Hot Topic at, like, another location, and this poster is just really interesting, especially for my room. Like, I actually want my room to be, like, a pop culture theming room or something. You know what I mean. And I think it looks great. Although I am planning on going ahead and just putting in more posters on the walls, but my mom wants me to have frames within them instead of like having tape on them. Well, I don't blame her. Other things that I bought are a few items from Hot Topic. One is a pair of the Rick and Morty theme socks, and another is the Nightmare Before Christmas themed shirt that I have right here. So here's this large shirt that I bought. It's very interesting, huh? Plus, there's a back right here. Like, there's some extra features to it. Last seen Halloween night. It's a really great movie. Here's the thing. This is not an extra large one, though, so no worries. I remember watching several episodes of Rick and Morty with my brother back in 2016, and I thought the show was really good. I mean, it is. If I were any fans of the show, I would just go ahead and watch the rest of it since it's so good and it's very popular, so why not? Because I also know that Matthew Davis likes this, and it's one of the only cartoons that he likes to watch, so that's cool. Okay. I also remember watching The Nightmare Before Christmas a couple times. Although, here's the thing. I remember watching the trailer when I was a kid, and I've seen like some of it, and like I've also seen a couple like music videos of the movie itself. Although I haven't watched the full movie until I was in high school. I think I watched it once or twice, and I remember it being good. I mean, it's still good today. It's really interesting how Tim Burton made this. It's just this kind of stop motion animation, Halloween and Christmas themed movie right here. It's just really interesting. I'm not gonna lie, it was so good, like I said before. Plus, I have a Jack Skellington costume that I wore for Halloween for like 3 years in a row. It's really interesting. So I have a few announcements that I would like to make. And before I do, let me let you guys know that I can't wait to get the coronavirus vaccine since I'm one of the groups who is 16 and older, which I won't be making an appointment until sometime after this month, but we'll see. It might depend, because I might as well have to make an appointment later and get the Moderna vaccine, but who knows. Besides, I can't wait for the end of the pandemic. But let's not get into that anymore. Anyway, what I'm going to announce is a variety of certain things that are very important to learn about. So, for the series finale of Lawrence the Teenage Human, it will be filmed right after I get done with my spring semester this late April. For the episode, it will be a little bit long. I don't know, like, it will not go through, like, a duration time as other episodes were. So I might have to work on it for a week. According to my calculations, it would be. Unless there would be any changes where I would have to delay it, the series finale of the blog that I used to do for several years, but not in a row, will be released on time. So don't worry. And again, with that being said, it will not be released until early May. Also, I had to make this difficult decision, and no, Bebo's PTSD and the upcoming series finale of the Mickey Mouse Show are not getting canceled. In fact, they will not go to that direction anytime soon. I'm still making those episodes. It's just that I have to postpone the production of the episode that I just mentioned and that I'm working on. So I sincerely apologize for the delay of the episode. I truly promise that this is the last time that I'll ever delay an episode that you guys are willing to see. But I have to do this due to technical difficulties that we're experiencing in production, and also the college studies that I still have to focus on. Although I don't have anything going on in college right now until this coming week. With everything being said, I might do a couple of scenes that I'm able to obtain this weekend. I don't know, maybe. But after that, I will not be working on the rest until at least May or June, so it will likely be May since I don't have anything too much going on, you know, other than visiting my dad in Arizona or finding a job that I want to have this summer. And, you know, when I have it, I'm just hoping if I get everything done on time, especially with the green screen that I need for a few scenes to wrap up, then I should be good for a decent release date. I'm hoping for this to occur, but Bebe's PTSD will not be out on YouTube until sometime around late May or early June. Don't be concerned, I will still give you more updates and details on the episode, and I might bring out sneak previews for you guys to see, like on Instagram or TikTok, but you know, we'll see how everything goes when the time comes. So that's pretty much what I wanted to talk about today. In fact, that's all the time I have for this episode of What's Going On with Triple B Life, so thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. Stay tuned for more upcoming videos on your way besides this series, and this is Byron saying sayonara. Peace.